everybody, this is Katie from the Tulsa Zoo, and it's time for Crafts with Katie. Welcome. We're just going to give it a couple minutes to let people join us, and then we'll get started on our craft. We actually have two crafts today, two separate ones that we're going to do for you. So we'll get started on our first one in just a couple seconds. I did see some really great foxes from last week's posted. They were really great, and we really appreciate those, and I love seeing those. So if you do our crafts today, go ahead and take a picture and post it so we can all see what you made today. Okay? All right, so we're going to start with a really easy craft. This is a really fun one with things that you can find around your house. We are going to make the easy bird feeder. And remember, these directions are on Tulsa Zoo/kids, and you can find these directions for both crafts as well as other activities as well as part of our Zoo School series. So what we're going to make is our easy bird feeder. And what we do, it's super simple. We need peanut butter in a bowl. It's best to put it in a bowl first so you don't contaminate your jar of peanut butter. So put it in a bowl first. We also need, this is the example. So this is what we're going to make. Super simple. Okay, down over there. We need a bowl of bird seed. See that? A knife to spread, a bit of string, and the all-important toilet paper tube. Hopefully you got some of these laying around your house, right? All right, so what we do is easy peasy. We're going to take our peanut butter first here, and we're going to just spread it all over our tube. Okay, easy peasy. You can use a butter knife. You could use a spoon, would work for this. You can use your fingers if you like to get a little bit messy. This definitely can get a bit messy. You know, maybe do it in a spot that you don't mind gets a little messy. So you want to put a pretty thick layer on there. Not too thick, but you definitely need a little bit thick because you're going to press on the seeds and you need something for the seeds to stick onto. Now if you're allergic to peanut butter, you can do this craft with honey or some other nut butter if you're able to have any nuts at all. But honey works as well. It gets really sticky with honey, but it's fun when it's messy, in my opinion. Okay, so I've got that spread all around, just like that. And then we take our bowl of seed and just roll this, pressing down, sprinkling on, covering all that peanut butter with our seeds. Just keep going. And I've got peanut butter everywhere. So the next craft is going to have peanut butter on it too. So there you go. So you do that, just like so. And then I just leave it in the bowl because it's a nice sturdy spot for it to be. And then you're going to take your string, feed it through the center of your roll, just like so. And then tie it to itself. And there you go, you have a really easy bird feeder that you can go ahead, take it outside, hang it somewhere, and you can watch your birds. Now one of our activities that we did post this week is about bird watching and identifying birds. So you can hang this outside, and then hopefully it will attract the birds so you can be able to identify them. All right, so let's set that aside for right now. Super sticky. I'm gonna hang those outside my office window so I can see the birds come. That'll be fun. All right, so our second craft, sans peanut butter, is our toilet paper tube bird. Now again, you should have these tubes laying around your house right now, but what we are going to need is our toilet paper tube. We're gonna need construction paper, any color. You can make whatever bird you want. We're gonna need some scissors, of course. Glue, I made sure it worked today, so we won't have any complications with that. And googly eyes. I found these really cool self-adhesive googly eyes, so we're gonna check these out. And if you need crayons or markers or some other writing implement. Okay, so what we do first, oh, let me show you the craft. So this is the craft that we're gonna make. Our little bird, okay? Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna cover the outside of our toilet paper tube. Now, if you don't wanna cover the outside, you don't have to. I'm choosing to cover it with construction paper. If you choose, you can paint it, or you can use marker, or you can use crayon, however you wanna cover the outside, or if you wanna make a brown bird and just leave it brown, that's up to you, okay? You can do what you want, it's your craft, right? All right, so what we do is I like to hold it up, let me get a crayon out. Hold it up to the construction paper and kind of measure, and I put a little mark right where the toilet paper tube ends. So I have a little mark, can you see that? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold it about roughly on that mark. So I have a line across like that, okay? So then I'm gonna unfold it, and then that's gonna be my guideline where I'm gonna cut. Take my scissors, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It'll work just the same if it's not perfect. And then I have a strip of paper that's roughly the size of my tube. So then you're gonna take your glue and you're gonna put it on one end, like so, like this, okay? Then you're gonna take your tube and lay it on top and start rolling. And as I roll, I'm gonna add a little bit more glue as we go along. And keep working my way down the strip of paper, rolling as I go. Okay. So then I have a completely covered tube, okay? There we go. And then kind of set that aside for the next step. Okay. Next we're gonna work on our wings. And what I like to do is fold my paper in half. And then some of you might want to go ahead and draw a wing shape on your piece of paper as it's folded in half. Remember, leave it folded, so then when you cut it out, you'll have two identical wings. But go ahead and fold it. You can draw your wing. Again, I like to just go for it, because that's just me. But some people like to draw it out. So I'm just gonna cut two wings out at one time. My paper is folded. And here we go. This is my wing shape. So this wing shape is a little bit different than this wing shape, but it'll work all the same. Now I do kind of want a flat end, so what I'm gonna do is go back and just kind of cut it off a little bit to make a flat edge. Because then what you're gonna do is you're gonna make two little flaps on the ends of the wings. You're gonna fold them up. And make sure when you do it, one goes one way, flip the wing over on the other wing and fold it the other way. So these are gonna be your flaps that you're gonna apply the glue to and then stick your wings on. So that was upside down. So see how they go opposite directions. So, okay. So then you're just gonna apply your glue on your wing, like so. Like to just, you put a little more, you can use the other side of the wing to dab off the glue. Stick them on your bird. Now it's a good idea to hold them for a second so they really get adhered to your tube. Hold them for a second, maybe count to 3, 10, whatever you want. Make sure they're on there so they'll stay. Now my little tube is coming apart there, so I need to add a little more glue down there. Your hands might get a little bit gluey, so that's just the nature of crafting. Okay, next we are going to do, let me make sure I'm following the steps correctly. We are going to work on our beak, yes. So our beak is really fun. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna fold it just a little bit, on one side of your construction paper. You just need about that much. And you're gonna cut a triangle. All right, remember triangles have 3 sides. So the folded edge is one side of your triangle, and then you're just gonna make one cut for the other side, and then the other cut will go to that point, and you will have cut a triangle shape out. But since it was folded, you now have a diamond shape or a little beak. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so then we're gonna take our beak, add some glue on it, like so, and add it to our bird, okay? Again, you might have to hold that for a second until it sticks on, and then you have to let it dry, okay? So then next, we're gonna do our feet. So we can just leave that piece folded like we had it before. And you, again, might wanna draw on your feet. Feet are a little bit tricky, but I like to just go for it. Birds are really fun because you can kind of see them everywhere. If you look out your window, you might see some birds right now, right? Birds are everywhere. They were all over this morning on my way into work. All right, so you got 2 feet, gotta cut them apart. So we now have our 2 feet. We're gonna apply glue like this. And add them to our bird. There we go. See that? All right. Now, of course, we need eyes, right? So we're going to set that aside. Move that back so you can see it. Now, again, these are self-adhesive. These are pretty cool. So I can just take them and stick them on because they already have the sticky stuff on them. Otherwise, I would glue them on. And there we have it. We have our bird. Easy as pie, right? So this is our basic bird. The blue one was a basic bird. And you can use your imagination. At this point, you could decorate your bird with crayons or markers, add stripes or anything that you wanted to your bird. This is another basic bird. So I made it purple this time. You can make them any color that you want. It doesn't matter. I also made another basic bird. This kind of looks like a cardinal, I guess. One of those red birds. But I made him horizontally and added a bit of string so he would fly. So that's always an option for you. Or maybe you want to go ahead and make a real bird. You know, maybe you have a favorite bird. Well, you could do that too. So if you like owls, what about making a cute little owl, right? That's fun. Or, let me put him here so you can see him. Or maybe you like the peacocks that we have running around the zoo all the time. I just cut my toilet paper tube in half and made him a peacock, right? That's pretty cool. I would like to put sequins or something on there to make it a little jazzier. Or everybody likes flamingos, right? I made a flamingo. There's my flamingo. Yep. Or we also have this guy over here. Our penguin. This is a rockhopper penguin. They've got these really cool yellow feathers. So this is my rockhopper penguin. Now, we really appreciate you guys joining us today. I really love to see your crafts. So whatever you make from our crafts today, please post them in the comments. I really want to see them. Also, we do have our Penguin Adopt program. So please see TulsaZoo.com/kids for that information. And also, coming later today, there may be a special penguin announcement that you might see on our Facebook page. So please stay tuned. Join me next week for Crafts with Katie on Thursday at 10 or any of the other days a week, Monday through Friday. We have our Zoo School programs as well. Join us at 10. See you later. Bye.